Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Yo, check this out, right? Y'all who follow the channel, y'all know my background. Y'all know I don't give a shit about if Ryan Garcia is proved innocent, if he gets a fine, if he gets suspended. I don't care. I don't think that there should be any cheating in boxing, cheating in anything. I have a very firm set of core values, and it really starts off with integrity first. You know what I'm saying? And even as a young guy, man, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't always a guy who was honest. I was a street kid. I was crooked. All of my friends were. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this, right? I'm talking about, as a young kid. I ain't talking about in my 20s. I'm talking about before that. But even in my 20s, man, I needed some work. But let me tell you something. Being a retired guy and chilling and doing this YouTube thing, it's fun to me. It's therapeutic to me. I just don't get emotionally invested in none of this shit. Maybe because of my background, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see why people get so worked up over this Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney melee. I don't understand. You will never hear me attacking someone for saying Ryan Garcia should be banned indefinitely from boxing. I'll be like, God damn, that seems a little bit extreme. You're taking it to the stupid, but that's how you feel. And I'm laughing at it because it's like, God damn, boy, people want to kill this man. Same way when people are talking about Devin Haney and his dad are whiners. They face it, you just got your butt beat. I don't sit there and come and tell them like, oh, you're wrong because, Devin, look at what he went through and he could be permanently damaged. If y'all know me, y'all know y'all say what you want. Everyone has an opinion. They're entitled to it. And you shouldn't suffer in silence. You should speak your piece. But you would never hear me when it comes to this Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney's nonsense, attack anyone. Kind of like this, and I was a little shocked to hear it.
Roll the tape.
Samantha Ross said, "This hurts your soul, I see." My soul is doing just fine. You don't have morals because you don't have dignity, because you don't have an identity. You don't have a human dignity to say a person cheated. And I hope you're not reproducing, Queen. And guess what? I don't talk down on the queens at all. But I for surely hope that you don't reproduce. Severely hope.
Now, this is this guy, Blue Blood, man. And every now and not often, but every now and then I may kind of swoop into his channel and see what's going on. I stay there for about 2 minutes and then I bounce. Because I don't stay nowhere long, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm too busy. But to hear him going in on a female who just said, when it comes to Ryan Garcia and his situation, that it hurts his soul, to see him start kind of lighting into her like that, I thought it was a little bit crazy.
Oh, that you don't reproduce. And you don't pass this type of mindset down, because our generation, our future is in trouble. So I severely hope that you don't reproduce. And this is a message to any man that may be aware of who you are. Please don't reproduce with her. She you are the nurturer, and you're gonna be passing that bad nurturing seed down to the future. Please don't do that. I know who you are. You the one that get pregnant by the neighbor. Tell your husband it's his kids. Then when he find out it ain't his kids and leave, then you the one that want to put him on child support and tell him, well, you the one that stuck around.
Yo. It's not that serious, people. Only thing happened here is just somebody was in the goddamn ring and took some pads, whether it was intentional or unintentional. It's been happening forever across all sports. What is all of the falling out about? Yo, to go like that, man, and dig in on somebody because they said something to you. I've had people floating to some of my lives, right? I've been going live a lot lately, especially over the last month. And you'll never hear me dig into nobody like that. For the most part, I try to understand where they're coming from, and because of my sense of humor, I just kind of I can humiliate them without trying to say something really harsh like that. But everyone to each his own. But my thing is, I laugh a lot of that shit off because at the end of the day, this YouTube shit is cool. We come, we have a conversation, we agree, we disagree, and that just comes with the territory. My channel, I don't have no 300,000 subscribers. I'm at 10,000. I'm 10,200. Hopefully, by the end of this year, we keep bubbling. Maybe we break 50,000. I don't know. Be nice to get to 100,000. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. As the channel grows, right? Just like with me, with what I was doing before I retired. When the channel is like this, just like when you first start off in your career, you're in a very small glass house. Not too many people, I call them rocks. Not too many rocks coming at that glass house. But as your channel grows, as you're like me, and as I started progressing, growing my career, glass house started getting like this. And it didn't take much to shatter that glass house. And what I'm telling you, when it comes to this YouTube shit, the bigger your channel gets, the bigger your house gets, and the more there's a chance of somebody saying some shit to shatter that glass house, man. And you just got to be prepared for that. But for me and hearing that, I thought that was extreme. I'm like, my man, why? Let me tell you something. It's just like when I see all these people. I never seen nothing like this. Oh, why is everybody defending Ryan Garcia? Why are all these black content creators and black people defending the devil and shit like that? And when I see that stuff, I'm like, okay, what are we? What's the end goal here? What are we trying to achieve? The race baiting stuff, it doesn't really help anything if you go and you stir up emotions in a bunch of people, right? How does that help Devin Haney? All that does, for me, it's a turnoff to me. I'm like, yo, these are fucking cornballs. Just like when I see people out here saying crazy shit about black people, about white people, about anything. I don't want nothing to do with that shit. That shit is crazy to me. So when I see everybody up in arms about Devin Haney, I'm like, for what? Why? And I see people up in arms over Ryan Garcia getting all emotional. I'm like, why? Like, ain't nothing happened with Ryan Garcia and Devin Garcia that should warrant these kind of outbursts towards each other. The race baiting, and encouraging people to hate and dislike. You know what I'm saying? I put it to you this way. You can't come now because someone isn't seeing things your way and figure you could kind of cudgel them into complying with having the mentality you have. This ain't a goddamn courtroom. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the judge. You're out of order. You're not following my shut up. Think you're going to come with your gavel and cudgel your goddamn desk. That's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? So if you ask me, right, when I say absolve Ryan Garcia, see the question mark at the end? Some people don't even realize that you're kind of throwing something out there to start a conversation. Now, what I will say is this. I was on Twitter just now, and I posted, I'll show you. I may not be able to show you because I ended up blocking the guy, right? Because I ain't got time for the bullshit. I'm not that guy. You're not going to get me to engage in any nonsense. You know what I mean? I ain't that guy. I'll check first. Wait 1 second. I'll be right there. I'm not that guy. Let me see if I still have that. Oh, yeah, here it is right here. Right? I posted this. So I saw, every time I see this craziness of Devin Haney, right? Doing this dance. Every time I see this, I'm like, what is he doing? See, look at him. What the hell kind of dance is that? Now, I'm from the old school. I don't know nothing about that shit. I have no interest in it. I'm in with the old and out with the new. You know what I'm saying? But I put this right here. I said, yo, what the F kind of dance is that? Took it to the stupid. And I'm going to keep saying that because I never seen nobody do no shit like this. What is this? Like, look at how he's dancing. So, maybe I'm, anyway. But anyway, I posted that. What the F kind of dance is this? Took it to the stupid. And then a lobster head chimes in, and the lobster head was like, yo, bro, why do you hate Devin, bro? So, when I see that, you got to remember, I ain't used to nobody really talking to me like that or asking me nothing. I still have that shit in me from just what I used to do. Like, there's certain things about you ain't going to change. So, when I get some dumbasses that like, hey, bro, why do you hate so-and-so? I immediately be like, yo, get the F out of here. So I basically told him, look, man, this ain't a young boy fucking channel, a young boy audience. Go find somebody else to take your bullshit to. Then he was like, blah, blah, blah. So I just blocked the dude. Blocked him. You know what I'm saying? Because you could see my man was ready to go to war. He was ready to lose an arm, a leg. Ready to lose teeth over someone who doesn't even know him. Getting all emotional. It's just like people getting emotional for Ryan Garcia. He's innocent. Yeah, you guys are going to see. You guys, you just hate him because he loves Jesus. I sit back like, yo, I need to get some popcorn. This shit getting kind of entertaining. But it's beyond entertaining. It's gone way beyond taking it to the stupid. Shit is stupid, man. Let the shit play out. People talking about if you don't have any integrity. Motherfucker, just because people ain't seeing things your way, stupid, that shit is dumb to me. Fuck you gonna try to question someone's integrity and shit like that because they feel like Ryan Garcia is innocent or they feel like Devin Haney was done wrong. The whole thing, man, if you got any fucking sense and you're not biased, you can sit back and look at what's going on here and see that this whole situation was fucking mishandled. The whole thing was mishandled. Now, if you don't have any experience with dealing with shit like this and being in a leadership capacity, then I expect you to be emotional and have knee-jerk reactions and have these knee-jerk comments that you post and not be able to sit there, man, and have an intelligent conversation because you're full of emotion and you just want to hear what you want to hear. But I'm telling you right now, man, I sit back a lot of times and I don't talk a whole lot, but every now and then I touch on things. I'm telling you, man, some of the shit that I post, I've been pulling from experience and dealing with real shit, man. And this shit that's going on here is a fucking joke compared to some of the real deal shit that I've had to go through. But I can see exactly where this shit went off. I can see exactly where it went off. It went off when the way the information was released to everyone. That's where you had a clusterfuck. You know what I'm saying? They had this shit go to the wrong fucking people, and these assholes, several of them, decided they were going to come and shotgun blast the fucking world with it. Dan Raphael, Bill Haney, Victor fucking Conti. And then from there, all these stupid asses out here who want to come out here and try to rack up views and a bunch of fuckery, right? Then they go out there and they start stirring the goddamn pot. Whether you're pro Devin Haney or pro Ryan Garcia. Then Ryan Garcia's out here, man, running his big fucking mouth and talking stupid. Saying shit, promoting drinking and drugs. And yeah, I ate steroids. I love steroids. That didn't help anything either. So people start picking sides. But if there was a sole focal point, or I would say a custodian, right, of this information, it went to that person for both teams. And then they had control over everything. And they were the only person, that focal point was the only person speaking on behalf of both teams. Should have been a legal representative. That would have mitigated a whole lot of this bullshit that we're seeing. But it wasn't handled like that. You can see on Ryan Garcia's side that they're trying to kind of get it together a bit and kind of curtail things where the lawyers are coming out and they, for the most part, are trying to drop facts. But you can sit back, man, and peel that shit back and see where there's some loopholes in what they're doing, especially submitting Ryan Garcia's supplements, which are open containers, which they should. But you should have also acquired some of those other same exact supplements with the same exact lot number, right? So that all should have come from the same batch and submitted that as well. You see, so when I sit back and watch it, The shit, you can see it's a cat and mouse game. But yo, coming out here, man, attacking people like that? People attacking each other? I mean, goddamn, it's a matter of time before someone runs up on somebody and bites them. Losing their mind over what? This is so dumb. And that's why I think there's a goddamn agenda. I do. I think there's an agenda. I think that there's money being paid to a lot of these cats out here on social media to come out here, man, and try to defend certain people, whether it's Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia. I do. I really do believe that happens. You know why I believe that? Because when it comes to crypto, I don't know how many of y'all invest in cryptocurrency and shit like that. I was out there investing in crypto and buying here and selling and making, we out here making real money, right? But my thing is this. You start seeing, if you go to some of those YouTube channels, people who are out there promoting different cryptocurrencies, right? Those motherfuckers were getting paid to promote coins. You know, it's a lot of bullshit. I tell you what, a good example is that shit that happened over there with Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got lawsuits and everything. Real bullshit they were doing. So it's blatantly obvious to me that there's an agenda there. And when I see these guys out here who create a lot of content, ranting and raving, that shit ain't genuine. It ain't genuine. Not in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? When you can go from being consistent to inconsistent, then we got a problem. And now, as a result of your inconsistencies, it kind of spirals into picking a certain individual or individuals to where you want to get behind and promote. How does that happen? So again, with me, this shit is a comical to me. But I just think it's crazy for people to get so emotional over this shit. And it ain't just content creators, man. I mean, this shit is, hey, I ain't got enough time today to make the amount of videos I want to make. Because once, like times like this, all my kids they just ate, so they're chilling. I'll be busy as hell with my kids. I ain't got time for the bullshit. If I had the time I need, I'd be putting out like 200 videos a day. Because so much shit that comes in my mind, I don't even have time to put it out. But I tell you what, one thing I don't think to do is come out here and defend somebody. I'll have a conversation. But you ain't going to get me to argue with you and debate over who's a best boxer, better boxer, who did wrong, who didn't do wrong. Because I don't give a shit. I ain't looking to, this ain't the kind of channel we run over here. We just have conversations. But I think that's crazy, man, to be out here. People who supporting you and giving you money and shit, you know, because you take time to make videos, they appreciate you, then you come down and just want to start digging in on them because they don't agree with something you say, you know what I'm saying? Anybody could say, oh man, you getting emotional, hood. I'm not going to block you or attack you and shit. I'll be like, I'll tell you, either I am or I'm not. I'll be like, nah, you're misreading that, champ. I'll be like, yeah, no, I am. I ain't gonna lie. That shit kind of touches me a little bit. But anyway, should Ryan Garcia be absolved? I tell you what. Not yet. Let it play out. It's not for me to decide. But I do think some of the stuff his lawyers have identified is interesting. But I'm not sure they followed the proper protocol. Because if the New York State Athletic Commission, right? If they're the ones that's supposed to be running an investigation and ultimately make a decision, all this stuff his lawyers are doing to me is a waste of time. Unless they touch base with the New York State Athletic Commission before pursuing these test results and shit like that and identifying contamination and all this stuff that they're doing, right? If they were working through the New York State Athletic Commission to get approval to do it, well, then that kind of matters a little bit. But if they weren't, that shit doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Cool, yeah, it gives us something to talk about and make videos about. But it really doesn't help Ryan Garcia because the New York State Athletic Commission, they're probably going to want to do their own thing. In addition to that, you look at how those goddamn, all those instructions and shit, and those regulations and shit are written. It doesn't matter if he intentionally took it or unintentionally took it. He's still going to be found guilty. So right now it's just, what kind of fine is he going to get? That's the point we're at with Ryan Garcia. What kind of fine, what kind of suspension is he going to receive? That's the point it's at. It's nowhere else. It ain't even worth talking about no more. Because It's just to see what the New York State Athletic Commission does. Anyway, man, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. Don't be dancing like this, though. I'll tell you that right now. Don't look at this shit right here. Do not dance like this. Just, oh my God. I never see. Look at this. That shit is crazy.